Let's talk about silence. Ever heard the saying, silence is golden? This is part of a well known proverb that most of you have heard and probably even said to someone at some point. In this video, we will talk about the power of silence. Stay with us as we unravel the incredible benefits of silence that you absolutely must not ignore. Health. A great antidote for stress is silence. We all live in a world inundated with noise. Picture this: you've been hustling all day, emails buzzing, phones ringing, and everyone seems to have a memo for you. It's overwhelming. Imagine shutting off all the noise and stepping into a quiet space. Being exposed to constant noise can increase cortisol levels in the body. Research has shown that silence can reduce cortisol levels in the body, helping to calm the nervous system. That's not all. Spending time in silence can also reduce blood pressure, which is better for heart health. So silence can literally heal you. Creativity. Silence helps get those creative juices flowing. It's an important part of any creative process. When I start writing a script for YouTube, the first thing I do is find some quiet time away from all the noise and chaos. Anyone who does anything remotely creative will second me on this. Silence gives your brain the space to stretch its creative muscles. In those peaceful moments, your mind can connect the dots you didn't even know existed. The next time your creativity runs dry, give silence a try. It is the key to unlocking your creativity. Memory. A normal part of aging, as you know, is forgetfulness. Do you want to have razor-sharp memory as you get older? If you said yes, then increase your time in silence. My grandmother, who died at the age of 98, remembered all her grandchildren's names, could recall things from her childhood, and put all of us to shame with her memory. I don't know how she did it, but I'll give you a way how you could do it. Spending as little as 15 minutes in silence. A group of researchers at the University of Edinburgh found that silence benefits patients with amnesia by improving memory by 15% to 50%. Now that you know this, ask yourself, would you rather be like Dory from Finding Nemo or my grandmother? Sleep. Most of us go to bed at night and continue to think about everything we must get done the next day. We worry about work, money, and family. In short, even though our bodies are at rest, our minds keep working until the second we fall asleep. This makes falling asleep and staying asleep more challenging. So when you go to sleep tonight, clear your mind and be mindful of the present moment. This can help silence the thoughts in your mind and give you a good night's sleep. Mindfulness. If you're like me, you've thought about being more mindful. What is mindfulness? The simplest explanation of mindfulness is presence of mind. We do 1,000 mundane tasks every day without much thought. This is because our brains can automate things to make them easier. I want you to think for a minute about how much more effective you would be if you did those same mundane tasks mindfully. Let me give you an example. Studying. We all have our preferred methods for studying and our routines. But have you ever studied with a presence of mind, without being distracted by your phone, the TV, or anything else? This is where silence can help. Silence can help you focus and concentrate. A 2019 study found that when things got noisy, the participants had a 7% reduction in performance on a test. So give it a try. Silence will help you become more mindful. Communication. Most people misunderstand communication to mean the use of words. So if someone speaks well, we think they're great communicators. But what about silence? Imagine how intense silence is in communicating things. In fact, most human communication involves nonverbal communication. Research shows that about 55% of communication is nonverbal. What's more nonverbal than silence? Silence can convey many things more powerfully than words. No wonder silent treatment is so effective. Imagine the scenario for a minute. You're really angry with your partner about something they did. Instead of yelling and screaming, you give them the silent treatment. Your inaction and silence communicate more about how you feel than all the yelling and screaming combined. This can quickly drive your partner to the edge of madness. The thing is, silence is versatile in its uses. As much as it is a torture tool, silence is also a great pause button. It's your chance to process and understand before you react. Taking a breath, letting the silence hang for a moment. Your words carry more weight when they've been marinating in a bit of thoughtful silence. So if all this talk about nonverbal communication has interested you, we have another great video that we think you should check out. Bonding. Here's a nugget of wisdom. Not all silence is awkward. This is why they say silence is golden. Have you ever sat with a friend not saying a word, yet feeling perfectly connected? That's the silent bond at work. Silence can be the glue that holds relationships together. It's the understanding that words can't always capture. So the next time you share a quiet moment with someone, relish it. Those unspoken words can be more powerful than 1,000 spoken ones. Silence is more than just quiet. It's like a deep pool of thoughts and feelings. When we take a moment of quiet, it's like looking into a mirror for our minds. We can see our emotions, dreams, and fears more clearly. It's a chance to figure out what's going on inside us. Silence is like medicine for the soul. When life gets too noisy, taking a break in silence helps us heal and find our way again. It's like a comforting hug that gives us the courage to face challenges. Even though silence doesn't use words, it's a language we all share. It brings people together, making us realize that despite our differences, we all understand the quiet moments. So the next time you enjoy a quiet moment, remember that silence is not just an empty space. It's a powerful force that speaks to our hearts and minds, helping us find meaning in life's quiet moments. Before you go, click the like button to support our channel and our work. Leave a comment below and let us know how silence has helped you. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more exciting content. As always, don't forget to spread loving kindness to all beings around you and be the change you want to see in the world. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.